Hey guys, before we get into things, please subscribe to our channel and make sure you turn on notifications so you know every time we post. And also, head over to our social pages, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram so you can see clips and chat wrestling with us. But now, let's get into the video. Yo, what's going on, guys? It's CTD from C2 Wrestling, and SmackDown has just wrapped up. Top to bottom, one of the best shows. I mean, we say it almost every video at this point, how great the weekly shows have been. But I have to jump right into things talking about how smooth this show felt. I'll get into specifics in a second, but with the quality of matches and how long matches got, this show flew by for me. I don't know about you guys, but it did not feel like a 2 hour show. Granted, we are now moving towards 3 hours of SmackDown. And to be honest, they have so many stories and plenty of people on the roster that they can do 3 hours of SmackDown pretty easily. There's plenty of people that either aren't on or don't get time. But we got big matches this week. We have big matches set up for next week. So let's get into things. First of all, they have set up for next week a three-way tag team ladder match for the tag titles. I mean, do I even need to explain how fantastic that is, getting that on free TV? The Bloodline defend against DIY and the Street Profits. They played a fantastic video package promoting the match. Makes sense. We know why they're doing it. I love having the tag titles defended, even if it's not on the pay-per-view the next night, having it on SmackDown. That has been the one kind of flaw in Triple H's, I don't want to say booking, but his recent booking is the tag team division. We've had some great tag teams that just aren't being utilized. We know the Raw tag division really needs title defenses, needs a prominent story. SmackDown tag division hasn't been, I don't want to say lackluster. I mean, they've had some solid champions, but they haven't had as long of stories, especially since Waller and Theory dropped the titles. It feels like the titles have kind of taken a step back. The Bloodline have won them and they've been showcased, but similar to the Judgment Day, they just always have them. They haven't really defended them a ton in a rivalry that's kind of extended. It's been little short matches, DIY, Street Profits. But now we get a tag ladder match. Sign me up for that. Next week, we also have Mishin versus Chelsea Green in a dumpster match. Mishin and Piper Niven. Fantastic match tonight. I think that dumpster match is going to be a lot of fun, especially with how good Chelsea Green is. The ideas that come from her matches. I think that is one of the more low-key matches that's going to be very, very good this weekend, or next weekend, I should say. And the last big thing I need to mention for next week's SmackDown is the return of AJ Styles. We had been seeing him talked about on X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it, that he apparently has a contract that is running out at the end of the year or towards the early 2025. He has said multiple times how he wants to finish in WWE. I can't see him going anywhere, but now we know he's coming back. Now, where does he fit in? LA Knight's the US champion. Don't really see him feuding with him. Don't see him going back for the WWE title. I could see him coming back and eventually getting a feud with maybe an Andrade after Andrade finishes with Carmelo Hayes or LA Knight. There's probably plenty of other people that he could feud with that I haven't really put much thought into. I'm just more so happy that AJ Styles is back. But on to tonight's show. I know this is what you clicked on the video for. The show opens fantastic. This is the biggest difference, in my opinion, between Triple H and Vince McMahon, and that is not insulting the fans' intelligence. And it doesn't even take much intelligence for this story. Cody Rhodes is teaming with Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns and Randy Orton, but more so Kevin Owens, have feuded for years. This is not hyperbole. This is not being dramatic. Literally over 4 years, Kevin Owens has feuded with Roman Reigns in the Bloodline. There is no reason Kevin Owens should be all happy and dandy that all of a sudden Cody Rhodes is going to team with Roman Reigns, even if they're facing other members of the Bloodline that KO has been feuding with. This is exactly how SmackDown needed to open, because at the end of the last two SmackDowns, that's all we really talked about. Cody teaming with Roman. Does it make sense? Like we kind of need the why from Cody. Why would he team with a guy like Roman? He gave us the why in the promo with Randy. Randy tells him it's not a problem unless you make it a problem, which, as we know as wrestling fans, it's going to become a problem. Like that's the beauty of it. But the tension between Cody, between KO, their little friction, I love it. KO comes out, cuts off Cody. Cody tries to cut off KO. KO cuts him back off. They're both making grimacing faces at each other. You can tell there's tension there. Later in the show, Cody says he'll help. KO says he doesn't want Cody's help in the tag match in the main event. Randy says, I want your help. Cody comes out, gets in the way of things, costs them the match inadvertently. Perfect setup. They're in the ring after. Randy says, hey, I told him to come. This is beautifully setting up for not only KO to turn on Cody, but also Randy to turn on Cody. Now, will they both happen at the same time? I don't think so. I think we're more likely to get the KO turn and then eventually the Owens turn. But this is the freshness that Cody needs for his stories as WWE champion that don't feel the exact same as, say, his feud with AJ Styles, where it was, I'm a better wrestler than you and I want to prove it. It is different from his bloodline story, although it is mixed in with his bloodline story. I love it also because this tag match at Bad Blood next Saturday, this isn't a culmination of a story. There's so many olive branches to this story and to this tag match that we're going to begin a spider web once it is done. And I think the first spider web will be KO versus Cody Rhodes again. Now, when does it happen? I don't know. I don't think it's far fetched that they try to team together a little bit more and then Kevin Owens turns. I can't see them with how much they're teasing the friction between the two. I can't see them being buddies for much longer. I think we are closer now than ever to that KO heel turn that has been beautifully teased multiple times. So that story heats up. Andrade and Carmelo Hayes tied up now 3-3, the best of 7. Similar to not exactly the same, but when Sheamus and Cesaro had the best of 7. Now I don't want them to turn into a tag team like Sheamus and Cesaro did, even though that was a fantastic tag team. This has been proof of how you can simply book a story and not really overthink it. This story started just straight up with wrestling matches, and it has evolved. And match number 6, which this is high praise considering how good matches 1 through 5 were, match number 6 might have been the best match so far. And now we have not only match 7 set up, but we have a potential triple threat set up between Andrade, Carmelo Hayes, and LA Knight for the United States Championship. SmackDown just heating up more and more. I feel like I could talk all day, but I don't want to waste your time. It's a Friday night. Hopefully you're not watching this Mets game like I am, because that would make your night absolutely dreadful. But SmackDown next week's a big show. Monday Night Raw is a massive show. This Tuesday's NXT might be the biggest show of the 3. And then we have Bad Blood on Saturday. And that means on this channel, we have videos for Raw. We have videos for NXT. We have our podcast dropping Thursday. We have videos for SmackDown. We have videos for Bad Blood. And you guys need to tune in for it. Maybe I'll get lucky and be in attendance for Bad Blood. I still don't know yet. Holding out hope. We'll find out soon. But I want you guys here. Subscribe, like, share, follow us on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, Instagram, TikTok. Tell your friends, tell your friends, friends, tell your friends, 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 friends. Let's grow the channel. Get down in the comments below. I want to know what you guys think. Do you think we get the KO turn maybe this Saturday at Bad Blood? Do you think it happens the first SmackDown after Bad Blood? Do you think Cody and Roman should even main event Bad Blood? Get down in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. I've been CTD from C2 Wrestling. Little quick one because I don't want to waste your time on this Friday night without my tag team partner Snowden. I can't go too long because I'm already missing him. So hopefully he feels better. He's a little under the weather. I'm CTD. I will catch you guys very soon with a big week coming up in not just WWE, but C2 Wrestling. Catch you guys next time.